What is up, guys? Lifestyle investing, where we invest based off our lifestyle to build a future lifestyle. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
Mike, myself, and then we have a special guest.
Yeah.
So, like I always like to do with special guests, I'll just give a quick little intro, and then we'll kind of tackle it from there. How about that? So, of course, my father. I have a lot of good things to say. Few keys that I respect a lot out of my dad is one, patience. The power of patience.
Yeah.
Which
you've needed before.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I think patience in everything. In relationships, friendships, investing, business. I mean, it just goes on and on. Working out, lifestyle, health. It just keeps going on and on. Patience is a real good foundation. Another thing, consistency, persistency, pure discipline, being ethical, integrity, and I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
But those are just a few things on there. And so, yeah.
Wow, incredible introduction.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I was wondering, is that me?
Yeah, it's an honor to have you here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So, do you have a question? I mean, we have a ton of questions.
Yeah, we got a bunch of
tonight.
questions.
I mean,
just having gratitude. I mean, this guy is such a good friend and an awesome dude. So, and you know, I feel like it's a family thing. You know, I feel like you guys have opened up your home to me, and just every time I'm around, I really feel like part of the family, like welcome. So, it's cool. It's really cool to have you here.
Well, it's,
really
an honor,
exciting.
it's an honor to be here.
Yeah.
It really
Awesome.
is. It really is.
so quick question. I guess background on investing, just kind of overall thoughts. Just keep it high level.
Yeah. So my investing actually began early on, actually in grades, or actually in junior high. So I was introduced to the stock market, and at that time we used newspapers, and we looked up the newspaper, and I invested it in Atlantic Richfield. We just did paper, buying, and then eventually it led on when I was in graduate school. A good friend of mine.
What years? What years?
Oh, that would have been back in the 70s.
70s.
Late 60s. Yeah, late 60s actually.
And when you say paper buying, you mean just like kind of keeping track?
Yeah, just keeping track, not using any money.
Right.
And
just practice
so
learning.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. And that was one of the classes that we had when I was back in junior high. Which I don't believe they do that anymore. No, so I think our education system needs a little bit revamping.
Fair enough.
But later on, back in graduate school, I became friends with this one gentleman. This was back in the East Coast. And he was always interested in investing. And so when we graduated, I went one direction, he went another direction, and he went to Wall Street. And he worked with a stockbroker company and eventually built his own company and became a multimillionaire. And then I started working with him, and I was able to take a few dollars, and using the techniques that he taught me, I built it up. So
we want to hear all about those techniques.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
We'll get into
okay, yeah. At least maybe I do. I want to hear. But I think they probably want to hear too. Right.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess what are a couple things that you've learned? I mean, you've been investing since the 60s, right? So I guess just high level again, like what are a couple things you learned?
Well, one of the things that I learned was do your research.
Okay.
And I made a major mistake one time, and I was working with my buddy, and I was asking him about this one opportunity, and then he said, I just focus on this. And I went out and took a risk, and it was a big risk, and I lost. And actually that hampered me, because I didn't want to invest anymore.
Yeah.
And I just hung back, and anyway, I was able to build it back up again. I ended up getting the confidence to go, okay, I'm going back in and build it back up. But it did shut me down for a while.
Interesting. And then that's the movie. Right?
Yes, that's the movie.
Hey, well, we're going to talk about that more on depth. I think let's wrap it up, because I think one thing I want us to talk about is if it's good to start investing at such a young age, right? If it's good to start in junior high, because I started at that young age, obviously because of my father, and it worked out for me, it worked out for him. But overall, I guess what are the thoughts on if that's a smart move or not? Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? All right, we're going to wrap up real quick. Mike, myself, and Mr. Doll's in the house. We're going to talk about the next one on the next show.